Welcome back. We have a sad update to a story we first told you about on Monday morning. 5-month-old Avery Kenahowdy died Monday afternoon. Avery had spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA, and we had told you about the bucket list that her parents had set up for her, trying to accomplish some wonderful things before her passing. SMA is a rare disease that affects children around the world, including 1 in 6,000 babies born in the U.S. It's a disease that a local mom is sadly all too familiar with. Lisa Couser founded the MAC Foundation Incorporated after losing her 11-year-old son last year to the same disease. His name was Malik. We are happy to have Lisa here with us this morning. We're sorry about the circumstances and very sorry about the loss of your son last year. You reached out to me after we ran the story on Monday and told me a little bit about your situation and about the fact that SMA is not very well known.
Correct.
And your foundation, what you're really trying to do is increase awareness of this disease?
Yes, increase awareness and also help families get the required equipment that they need, because insurance companies don't cover a lot of things that these children need to have a good quality of life.
What obviously you're not a doctor, but what can you tell us about spinal muscular atrophy?
Spinal muscular atrophy, it's in the muscular dystrophy family. It's a motor neuron disease which affects your involuntary muscles such as crawling, walking, head, neck, and control, and your ability to swallow. A lot of kids that have SMA, they're fed on G-tubes. They use some type of assistive technology as far as breathing, be it a BiPAP machine or a ventilator. So they have some type of machine to help them rest their lungs.
And there is no cure?
There is no cure or treatment.
No treatment. The Avery that we talked about, 5 months old, and yes. When we did the story Monday, we said doctors don't expect her to live past 2.
Correct.
And then she passed very, very suddenly. In your case, your son's Malik.
Yes.
He lived until he was 11 years old.
Yes.
Were you surprised by how long he lived, or what was the prognosis that you were given when you found out about the disease?
There are 3 different diagnoses. It's type 1, which is the most severe. That's what Avery had. Type 2, which is what my son had. Those children don't need as much technology, such as a ventilator. And there's type 3, which these children can usually walk. My son with type 2, he could move his legs, his arms, but he was very weak. I would say in his case, he was a medium type 2, and all children have different ranges of what types that they are. We
see some great pictures of your son right now. And from reading your accounts of what his life was like, he was a pretty active young man. Very active. We kept him involved. Anything that he wanted to do, like other children, we let him do. He wanted to ride a bike. We had a bike adapted for him. This summer, he wanted to go to the Spinal Muscular Atrophy conference, which was in Disney World. We took him there, and he got to see his friends, play with other SMA kids that had the disease just like him, and just have a great time. What do you want other people to know, and what is it that you want the public to know about the disease and about the issues surrounding the disease? I want the public to know that this is a disease that is out here. It's very rare, but it's very important to have genetic testing done. It's just like any other disease that could happen to you, sickle cell, spina bifida, but it's something that you can have pre-genetic testing for while you're pregnant. Is it passed on through the mother typically, or do we know? Or? Both parents have to be carriers of the gene, and in my case, my mother is a carrier because she had a child before me with type 1. And back 38 years ago, they didn't know a lot about the disease, and she never knew that she could pass the trait on to me, which is what happened. And you mentioned insurance companies don't provide insurance for a lot of the technology that people need with this, is that right? Correct. In our case, you know, we were very blessed to have family that helped, but modifications to your home, such as a stair lift to get up and down the steps, ramps, things of that nature, it's not covered by insurance companies. Tell me a little bit about Malik, and you know, we saw the pictures, and you said that he was as active as possible. Is this with Shaquille O'Neal? Yes. That was Make-A-Wish Foundation. They granted him a wish to go meet Shaq. He was a great, loved basketball.
So he wanted to go meet Shaq and dunk on Shaq.
If people want more information about your foundation and about the disease, where do you direct them?
We have a website. It's www.themacfoundation.org. Also, you can visit, we're part of a lovely group called Families of SMA. They're out of Chicago, Illinois. They're at www.fsma.org.
Okay. We will, if you go to our website, myfoxdc.com, we'll link you to those websites as well. And Mac, for the initials of Malik's name.
Yes.
Yeah. We thank you very much for taking the time to come in and to talk about this. And again, thanks for reaching out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.